Hello, my name's Nick Blake. I'm going to talk to you today about marketing research. Okay, the theme for this session is going to be fact or fiction. That's what we've got to look at when we're looking into marketing research. The things I'm going to cover today, trying to get an understanding of the importance of marketing research for management decision making. So this is not just for marketeers, this is for managers in general. Also, what we're going to have a look at is have a look at the different trends that you need to look at as marketeers, as managers, and how research is going to help you in looking at those areas. First thing, what is marketing research? Here's a quote that we use quite a lot here. What this is about is collecting, analysing, and communicating information that is going to help with our decision making. All three areas are all important. Why do we need marketing information? First area, identifying opportunities. What are the things that we could be working on? What are the things that are out there that have yet to be covered? Customer needs. Customers are at the centre of everything that we do. We want to anticipate what their needs are going to be, respond to the needs that we already find. Stakeholders. Stakeholders are really important for any business. We need to understand, and we may have to do this through research, how we leverage those stakeholder relationships that we have. Targeting, segmentation, and positioning are three things that we need to do as marketeers. Research will help us with all of those. Finally, there may be threats, competitor actions, other things are going on in the environment that we need to be aware of. When we're aware of those things, we can take action and we can sustain our business in the longer term. Different roles for marketing information. It can be descriptive. It describes a situation. This is something that is going on. This is how we need to look at it. It can be comparative. Comparing different situations, one with another. It could be diagnostic, looking into a situation, trying to understand what's going on in that particular situation. It could also be predictive, what's going to happen, not what's happening right at the present time. These are the steps that a marketer has got to perform. These are also steps that any manager is going to have to perform. Firstly, scanning your environment. This is a wide study. This is going to be outside of your organisation, could even be outside of your industry. What are the general trends that are going on that are going to affect your business in the future? Identifying forces relative and relevant to the environment that you're in. There are things going on, but they may not be relevant to your business, to your environment. So we have to identify out of that scan. Forecasting pestle environmental factors. Factors that are going to change in the future. Pestle is a useful tool that we have to understand what's going on in the environment. Crafting a response to threats and opportunities. This is something that is going to come to the marketer as well as to other managers. But the threats and opportunities are likely to be found by the marketer first. When we've crafted our response to those threats and opportunities, we need to monitor the outcome of those actions. Are we actually responding correctly to those threats, to those opportunities? And the last section there is continuing to scan the environment. This is something that we're doing all of the time. This is not a one-off exercise. This is something that you need to dedicate quite a bit of management, quite a bit of marketing time to be successful in these areas. Before we go any further, let's focus on one particular area here, the pestle factors. Pestle is a framework that we use a lot in marketing to help us understand what's going on in our external environment. We've got 6 different factors, 6 different groups of factors that we focus on here. First area is political factors. This could be politics from a local perspective, national perspective. Certainly here in the UK, we look at things from a European Union perspective. Could also be global or supranational. Political factors can come at our business from all sorts of quarters. We need to be very aware of what's going on in the political environment. The second area that we look at is economic factors. Most of our businesses that we're operating in are very dependent on the economic environment. We might see also a coincidence of political and economic factors. As we see in the UK at the present time, economic difficulties have led to political developments that are going to bring further economic change. It's a very turbulent time for business at the moment. Political factors, economic factors are something that businesses really need to keep a close eye on at this time. The third area is social factors. Some of these are a lot longer term in nature. These are social developments, cultural developments, demographic developments, changes that happen over time. We've still got to monitor these very carefully. Although sometimes they're slow moving, there can be a tipping point that is really going to affect our business positively or negatively. Technological factors. Technological factors can be an enabler to our business. If we're the company that gets hold of those technological factors, those innovations, those developments, finds a way to exploit them for competitive advantage. On the other hand, if our competitors are the ones that have those innovations and they make the competitive advantage out of them, that could harm our business in the future. Environmental factors are becoming increasingly important. Externalities that our companies generate can lead to issues that stakeholders in the wider world may take issue with our business. We need to be aware of the environmental factors that could impact our business. We may also be in a business that exploits those environmental factors for competitive advantage. Finally, legal factors. As marketers, we have to be very aware of the legal environment. There are many activities that we're involved in where there are rules, regulations, code of practice that will impact our business. There can be changes in that legal environment. We need to be aware of what those changes may be and how they may affect our business. There can also be a connection between the legal environment and the political environment. Many laws that are on the statute books today have come out of the political environment. So a monitoring of both of those areas will be very important for our business. Some definitions about particular kinds of research. Exploratory research. These are pieces of research that we used to explore initial ideas or insights, and they may provide direction for future research that we go on. This is open-ended research. Conclusive research is research that is more closed. This is coming to conclusions, decisions, evaluating courses of action, and then measuring and monitoring performance. Last piece here is about decision-making levels. The kind of research that we're doing is going to feed into decisions at all sorts of levels of the business. As marketers, we're involved right the way up to the top of the organisation. Strategic decisions, long-term future of the company, board-level decisions. We're also involved in tactical decisions, those things that are really involving the company every day. I hope this has been a good introduction to marketing research, how this is important to marketers, how this is important to managers. Thank you for your time.